Welcome back to the channel. We are doing the third episode of my Starfield series, and in this episode, we're going to be dealing with scanning. So here we are in orbit of Piazzi 4c, a moon of Piazzi 4. This screen gives us all the information that we currently know about the planet, the type of planet it is, its rock, its gravity of 0.48 Gs, which means it has just a little under half of one normal Earth gravity. So, like, if we jump on this planet, we're going to bounce a little bit higher than normal. It is a cold planet. It has standard oxygen. It has a weak magnetosphere. Not sure what that really means for us. But we have marginal flora and fauna. So there are 4 different animal types on this planet and 3 different plant types. I have actually scanned one animal type on this planet. There's biological water, and I've scanned 6 of the 8 resources on the planet, but I haven't found any of the planetary traits yet. So we're going to go through, and this could be a long video. I'll try to edit it down a little bit, but I do want to kind of run you through what scanning or surveying is for the sake of having a full survey on the planet. So let me bounce back over to the game. Here we go. So I'm going to pick a location where you can see over here in this menu. This is going to bring us down in the coniferous forest, where I have scanned maybe 17%, which would probably just be that one animal type that I've scanned. So I'm going to hold down X to land. We're going to get a loading screen, and then you're going to see my ship coming down out of the sky onto the planet. Here we go. This is the same ship from the earlier video. I'll give you not really a tour, but we will get up out of the chair and walk through it instead of just, if I held X, I could have just come out onto the planet, but we come out here through the orange hatch at the bottom, and that brings us down into the landing bay, and we come down. These units right here at the bottom of my cockpit are actually the weapons on my ship, and right now what's going on in that bottom corner are the hazards of this planet. It's like really cold, it's rainy, and I believe has high radiation. These floating critters up here, those are the ones I've already scanned. They are herding scepter filterers. They, like, if you shoot them and harvest their bodies, you will get sealant. That's their resource. You'll probably get other things as well, but their main thing is sealant, and it tells you where they live. They're in the hills, volcanic, frozen dunes, coniferous forest, and the savanna. And so they light up green because I've already scanned them. Things I've not scanned yet light up blue, and so you can see the blue going on out here. These unknowns with the heartbeat looking thing, those are planetary attributes or whatever they're called that I have not found yet. Although if I find one of those, like there's another one right there and another one right there, they might all be the same. They could be different, but they might be the same. When we see one of these icons that's come up over here, it looks kind of like a doorway, and it says unknown. That's a structure, so it could be any number of like an outpost or something. Chances are those outposts have pirates in them, either ecliptic mercenaries or Scarlet Fleet pirates or Crimson Fleet pirates or even spacers. The ground is lighting up gray right here with chlorine. We just press E to scan, but I've already scanned the chlorine. So let's move on. We're coming up on glossy stickweed. That's this thing lit in blue. And once I'm within Currently, I have to be less than 50 meters away to scan. When you first start out, it will probably be more like 10 or 20 meters. As you build up that skill, you get more distance. But now I've scanned it, and we are 13% scanned, so we'll need to find more and scan them until we get it up to 100%, and it will turn green. Cage brain, that's another type of plant. Weird looking plant there. And of course, that's in scanner mode. Without scanner mode, nothing's lit up. It's normal. But scanner mode is useful for finding things. Okay, xenon. Anytime you see something blowing smoke out of the ground, you really don't want to walk right up to that. You will take lung damage, and it will be nasty. More glossy stickweed. So we're just going to walk around. We're going to find the blue stuff, and we're going to scan it. And as you can see, I just got that one from a ways out. Because, like I said, I can scan things from about 50 meters away. So we are just scanning the plants right now. But we also have animals to scan. So I am just scanning all the... Oh, yeah, I'm walking through all of them. I'm bad. Okay. So let me... I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. I'm going to turn off that. There we go. That way I shouldn't have anything coming up on my HUD for a mission, because we're not doing a mission right now. Okay, I see something blue out there. Maybe those are critters. I'll try to not run through all these steam vents. Okay, so we've got a hunting cage brain. Wasn't that one plant called a cage brain too? Yeah, cage brain. So over here in the blue, we've got a hunting cage brain. And he's a big critter too. Look at that. Like a dinosaur with a big long neck. Now I can scan it from a distance, and down here on my little radar HUD, I'm showing that red blip. So he might be hostile. Like if I have to get up real close to him, he could attack. Ooh, look at that. We're 100 meters away from this. I could scan it from here, but we're going to get closer. It's like stuff is floating. It's like an anti-gravity thing. Okay, yeah, gravitational anomaly. So look at that. It's not falling, it's all just floating for some weird reason. It's crazy. But that is one of the planetary features that we needed to scan. So there's 3 more things that are planetary features. It's like shiny stone. Look at that. Do I have my flashlight on? Nope. Okay. So there's another unknown. Now this one just gives me like a waypoint looking thing. It says unknown. Let's go find out what that is. And on the way there, we're going to scan some more stuff. So we've got Jealous Heart Vine. That's a new one. And the more times you scan them until you get, like we're up to 75% now, then 88%. One more time will take it to 100. But once you've scanned it to like a 25% or more, then it starts telling you what it actually gives you. Like if you walk all the way up to it real close and hit E, you'll pull antimicrobial leaf, which it has antimicrobial. But yeah, so you can harvest the plants. You can harvest the stuff off the animals if you kill the animals. You can't. Unless you get a skill, I think. There might be a skill where you can actually harvest stuff off of animals without killing them. But like I said, a lot of the animals are hostile, so if you walk up to them, they're gonna attack you anyway. And I'm trying to scan that other one, but I can't quite seem to... There we go. Got him. Is that another one over there? No. Okay. but we were headed towards this unknown out here in the distance. And of course, don't forget to look up every once in a while. I did already get those floating critters that we've seen at the beginning, but there could be other flying creatures. There they are. See those floating sack thingies, whatever they are. Let's see. So yeah. Oh, and I have frostbite. Being on hostile or not hostile, but planets with adverse weather conditions will give you medical conditions, and my suit does not seem to protect me from some of them. I know you can craft upgrades for your suit. I haven't even gotten into that yet, so I'm not sure if you can put enough upgrades on it that you won't take any kind of damage on planets anymore from the environment, but it is a thing. Okay, so we are on our way to this unknown feature. Oh, I didn't show you this. This is copper in the. It's just basically a resource, and if I bring out my little cutter, I always carry a cutter with me. It just takes a few seconds, but you can harvest a resource like that right there. So we just got copper from. Uh, oops. Anyway, we just got copper from harvesting that one node. Uh, that is the slow way of getting resources, but it is handy when you're trying to build something at like an outpost and you need just a few units of something to get uh, an item built. It's how you kind of start out with harvesting resources, but once you can actually build the extractors and storage containers and all that, um, then oh, we're here. Uh, but what is here? I guess it's the spire? Or is it? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Alright, so I can see that thing way out in the distance. Mycorrhizal lattice. Symbiotic plants and fungus form a nodule in the root network. Now, it did say you need to scan two. There's this other one right here. But let's get a little closer so we can actually see this thing. See what it looks like. So it's kind of like a big, gnarled, tangled tree root. Okay, it's exposed root system is what it is. But these planetary features are kind of important for survey missions. There are missions where you can go out and survey planets looking for specific things, and then you'll make credits for finding them. But you'll also make credits because you essentially track all of this data that you're scanning on a planet, and then you can sell that data just to pretty much like any shopkeeper when you're back in civilization. And it's usually like if you do a whole planet, it's worth anywhere from like 700 to 5,000 credits, depending on how big the planet was, basically, I think. Alright, some more of those vents that I keep running through, and fortunately we haven't been taking the damage. Okay, we got more hunting cage brains down here, so we want to scan more of those. I've got them up to 38%. So far, all I've found out is that they are fearless. But there, that one took us. Now we know they have antimicrobial, which is something you would probably be using in pharmaceutical crafting. That's a dead pack trap maw right there. Another critter that they must have killed, and you can scan dead critters. In fact, you don't even really have to scan the critters because if you kill them, just keep shooting them, it will count just like if you had scanned them. But, you know, I don't believe in being violent all the time. So I'm not actually shooting anything other than that one time, which I believe was in a different video, when I shot something just to show you can shoot stuff. Okay, so we are headed towards this heartbeat icon right now. Oh, and I wasn't paying attention. Our flora is now complete. We've scanned all 3 plant types that are on this planet. So now it's just the animals we need to finish, and there are 3 more animal types. And there are 2 planetary features that we have to discover to get this planet completely surveyed. So we're not really that far off. I believe. Ah, see that? That is a ship coming down. Now, if we were so inclined, we could run over to where he lands, and if he stays landed, we could go in, kill everybody on the ship, and take the ship. But, yeah, we're not doing that right now. Okay, is this. Okay, this is unknown, so this is something new. This is a planetary feature, and it's kind of like some sort of weird stuff coming up out of the ground, kind of like the exposed root system we just found, but a little bit different. Look at that. It's weird. So we'll go ahead and scan that. Fermentation vents. Fibrous plants release microbes into the ventilated flora where they ride gusts of wind until they eventually land in a fermentation pile. Oh, and there's a dung pile right there. Not that we really want to dig through that. I mean, you can if you want resources. And we've got a pack trap maw, and he is violent. So sometimes you got to answer violence with violence. And now this is all the loot that he has on him. He's got tungsten, which is kind of like a metal, copper, toxins from his hide, chlorine. He's got sealant. This a resource from his tissue. I am having difficulty breathing because I have lung damage. He's got argon, which I believe is a gas, and fiber in his carapace. I could take all of that stuff, which is useful for crafting, but I'm not going to take any of it. And there's more of these floating weird thingies. So we need to find one more planetary feature. And I'm looking around. There is another one over here. We'll take a chance on that one. And we also have to finish scanning 3 different types of animal, which are going to be the pack trap maws, those cage brain guys that we've been finding, the tall dinosaur looking things, and there's something else out here too. That I'm not sure what. Okay, so we have pack trap moss here, and they are getting up. I have a feeling they're coming to attack, so I'm going to take care of them right now. Okay. Sometimes planetary exploring can be violent. Okay, so we've scanned all 3 of them. We're up to 63%. We know that they are territorial now. They're in the hills, the coniferous forest, and the savanna. And we are currently, I believe, in the coniferous forest. So there are different biomes on the planet, which will look different. Like the savanna, I believe, is a desert, and the hills will, of course, be like probably grassy hills or maybe desert hills. Okay, so here's another unexplored biological feature. Ooh, we have geysers. We got, I think that was a dead pack trap moth. There's a survivalist. Oh, and he's still alive too. Let's talk to him. Okay, so this guy needs an escort to his ship. And yeah, we'll help him out. So this is just a random encounter that happens occasionally, but I used medicine on him so we'd heal him up, and we're going to take him to his ship. And right when we get to his ship, um, oh, here's a survivalist that did not survive. He had credits. Um, Okay, so this is an amphibious thicket. The shallow marine waters barely cover the ground, allowing territory for semi aquatic life. But that's all four of the planetary features on this planet. And now all we have to do is scan the animals. Now, as I was saying, we're going to take this guy to his ship, which, um, yeah, that's out that way. It's going to be quite a hike. And on the way there, we're going to scan whatever animals we come across. And at, like right when we get there, we will encounter a bunch of hostile animals, which we might not even see any animals all the way there. But you know, then once we get there, that guy's probably going to give us a few thousand credits, and he'll go his own way. But since we are scanning animals anyway, and it's just another location, we'll go ahead and do it. There he is. He's coming through the trees. There he is. So he'll just tag along. We don't really have to wait for him. Yeah, bring my scanner back up. We are going over this big mountain, which is kind of not convenient, but you see there's a path on the ground. It is trying to tell me sort of like how to get where I'm going, which can be useful when you're going over like a steep mountain like this, uh, because sometimes it can be like you may not be able to actually walk up that mountain. It might get too steep. But it's like right there, I was having a little bit of difficulty, but not too bad. And so that was my burns improving, which I probably got burns from those steam vents or whatever they were that I kept running through earlier. The little yellow bit in my health bar at the bottom right, that is lung damage. And of course, the more lung damage you take, the bigger that little yellow bar becomes, and that actually reduces your health bar, where you can't even heal with med packs or whatever until you get that taken care of. And I do have stuff in my inventory to take care of that, but we'll worry about that later on. And when you're out on a long run, you can, of course, zoom out and watch your character run if you like. And we're about to fall off this mountain. And if we do, then we'll probably get a dislocated limb or a broken limb or who knows what. But all those little icons on my compass thing over in the bottom left corner, the three triangles and the two circles, those are all adverse effects that I am suffering from being on this planet. Oh, he teleported in front of us. That was nice of him. I almost wanted to shoot at him. All right, now we're coming down off the mountain. That's his ship right there. We can just barely see it in the haze. We've got more of those floating critters. And I'm looking around looking for any blue critters that we can scan. Ah, they're not even lighting up right now. They're so far up, but those are a pack trap bot, or those are those hunting cage brains, it looks like. Do you see them out there? Unless it's something different. There they are. Now we're getting, yep, hunting cage brains. And like I said, you're going to encounter some hostile creatures right when you get to his ship, because that's why he was stranded. So I'm just going to be proactively violent here, using my long-range shotgun. And there's something in this shotgun that when I'm targeting like that, sometimes I get like the thermal overview of the creatures. And look at how ugly that guy is. That looks just like, well, it looks pretty similar to that dragon monster from Monty Python and the Holy Grail in the cartoon part of it, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. So, there it is. I think he's behind that rock. So that's the one trouble with that is his thermal will show up, and I'll be able to see him like behind cover, but I still can't shoot through the cover. And so yeah, here's this guy's ship. As you can see, it's a fairly short ship. He's got these big landing gear thrusters on the front. He's got his engines on the back. Single leg engine back here. Those might be landing gear thrusters too. Oh, my character is having trouble breathing. And so, yep, he gave me 2,500 credits, which, you know, it's not hard for 2,500 credits. And as I've shown in an earlier video, oh, what was that? I think I need to take care of my character here real quick. I have never been in this bad of a situation before. I've got all kinds of stuff. I've got frostbite, severe, burns, which are stable, hypothermia, which is severe, freezing rain, and extreme solar radiation. So, let me go into my medical stuff. And we'll just go right on down here. Let me try a snake oil. That got rid of the hypothermia. And an antibiotic injector? Maybe. And maybe antibiotic paste. So then what else do I got? Okay, so I am good, but the area is very harsh. So now I'm actually building some oxygen back up. That's good. Now I did see there's another one of these hunting cage brains. Sometimes if you shoot them until you've earned 100%, they'll still show up blue until you actually scan one. But now we know everything about the hunting cage brain. They're fearless. They have antimicrobials. They live in the hills, the coniferous forest, the savanna. They have 1,020 health, and their ability is extra health. That's interesting. I don't never noticed that before. But extra health didn't save him. Okay. Now we have one more creature type to scan, and as you can see in my surveying window thing, it says we are biome complete for fauna. Well, that means we got to go somewhere else on this planet. So I'm going back to the map, and see, we were in the coniferous forest. We've got volcanic. That's 67%. Let's cruise over there. And I'm trying to stay on the daylight side of the planet so that I'm not trying to do this in the dark for the sake of a video. Oh, look, we got new critters. Hunting glowhands. And do you think they're friendly? There's another one right there. Okay. So we're just going to kind of look around. And all we got to do now to finish surveying this planet and have 100% is find all the hunting glowhands. And they are coming to attack. Now, another thing that's worth noting is that a lot of animals are pack animals. And pack animals, once you shoot one, oh, we're at 88%. So I think I've seen them before because I only scanned 2 of them. They'll up and attack you, and they will all come running if you take one out, which is, of course, handy when you're trying to find more of them. Okay, but of course we're not seeing any right now, and we're just looking around. That one that was blue there, that was one of the dead ones that I just killed. Okay, so we're going to head out here 800 meters that way. We'll see if we have to go that far or not. Now you're seeing something blue right there. That's a storage crate. So we are coming up on some sort of a structure or a facility. And as you go around the outlying parts of a facility or whatever, you will find these crates that light up blue. You can loot them. That one had cosmetic and fiber. There is another one over here. That one has a zero wire. That's a crafting component. But you can find just free loot laying out in the open like that sometimes. There's some more of those critters we're looking for. And I think we only actually need to scan one of them and then we're done. Got to get close enough, though. He's still 70 meters away. 50. Oh, he doesn't want to get close enough. There we go. And now, as you can see on my little marker, or my window there for the survey, it says this planet is now surveyed. And I will go, let's see, let me close that down. Go into my inventory. Notes. We are on Piazza 4C right now. Okay, so I have this note for survey data. Maybe that's... yeah, here it is. See, it says it's worth 24,000. It's not worth 24,000. For some reason, it's like, I don't know if it's just my character or if it's the or player characters in general. My character seems to think everything's worth a fortune until I go see a vendor, and the vendor will tell me that it's only worth, say, 2,400 or 5,000, not 24,000. So I'm not sure how that's working exactly because I think, maxed out in commerce. If I go to, commerce, I am maxed out. So that is about, buying for less and selling for more. So I can, I've maxed it out. You buy for 20% less and sell for 25% more. But yeah, the estimate that he has on everything is probably like 5 times what it's actually worth most of the time. But that is surveying. So we have surveyed this whole planet, or the flora, the fauna, the planetary attributes, and the resources. Now, if I go back out to the map, so that's this little planet here. You come out, there's this whole solar system, which you can see here. This is the Piazzi system, level 10, which I'm not sure what the levels really mean, but I figure level 10 is probably fairly low level, fairly easy stuff to deal with. Like, I won't encounter monsters that I can't even scratch with my guns. But you can scan every planet and every moon, and you can survey them. You start with a planet, like a planetary scan. Like, let me just, let's go to Piazzi 1. So we are in orbit in my ship. Oh, okay. Here we go. Surprise, bonus content. We're going to do some space combat. I've got spacers out here. Spacer Raven that was hiding behind that rock, and we are shooting at him. Alright, I got him down. I've got 2 more out here. This is a Spacer Coyote. That the Raven and the Coyote, that's their like type of ship. Alright, I got 1 more. Spacer Scarab 2. I don't know if that's like a modified Scarab that might be worth some money if I took it over. But in fact, since we're going to do some extra content with the space combat, I'm going to show you how to capture a ship too. How about that? All kinds of bonus content in this video. Alright, so I have dropped his shields. I am destroying his engine right now. Uh-oh. Okay. Shit. He's dead. Never mind. So, no ship capturing. There we go. I rammed into him because of not realizing I could dock with him already. But okay, that was space combat with a mix of just shooting at them from the cockpit and switching into targeting mode to target their specific systems. Um, and okay, these are asteroids. You can shoot them. If you shoot them enough times, they will break. There. You see that little white diamond? You can target that's a mineral deposit. It has iron and nickel. This is an easier way of getting resources early on if you need to when you're in your ship. Because it's usually about like 8 shots will take out that. There it goes. And then you have that mineral deposit that you can pick up. It's just like looting everything else once you get close to it. So I'm going to get close to it. There's 5 more iron in there. And that's a lot easier than running around the surface of a planet trying to harvest individual rocks as you find them. Um, I am going to close that down. That's the end of this video. Thanks again for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. Yeah. So, bye.